Natural Man Show. Hello everybody, hope you're having a good day. You probably are, because today's Friday. That's always good, right? I hope you guys have a good Friday and you get off for the weekend. Have a relaxing weekend. So this is probably going to be one of my last videos in the prostate playlist. This is talking to guys out there. You've been dealing with prostate enlargement, you're having urination problems, keep you up at night, all those things. But you're very determined that you don't want to go under the knife, because you've probably done your research and you've seen that prostate surgery can lead to a whole slew of side effects, such as sexual dysfunction, urine leakage. It can lead to infection. And look, I mean, I don't know all the bad side effects, but any surgery you get can have, bad side effects. And we're all guys here, and to think that, surgery on the prostate, God, it's like a nightmare, right? So I'm talking to the guys out there right now who may be facing that, okay? And maybe you try some of the home remedies that I've presented here on this playlist, and maybe I hope they're working for you. There's going to be some of you guys that are not working for. Maybe you try multiple ones, still not getting the results that you're looking for. Well, the school that I went to, I found the school of natural healing I believe it's by divine intervention, because I was always interested in alternative healing methods. And when I was younger, I was into vitamins and things like that. But in my heart, I knew there was a better way to heal. So I found another alternative healer's website. He was talking about a program called the Save Your Life program. It was from an herbalist, Dr. Richard Schultz. It was a whole program of all these incurable diseases he had cured using natural remedies, advanced natural remedies. And he stated on the DVD or in the book that he learned these from the School of Natural Healing ran by Dr. John Christopher. He's considered the founder of modern herbalism in America, Dr. John R. Christopher. Now his son David runs the school. Anyway, when I found that out, I immediately enrolled in the school. It's an online school until you get all the way through the master's courses. Then you go to Utah and spend a week there and finish with your finals. So I wanted to say that, get that out of the way. What I learned was, and ever since I learned this, I want to share with everybody who's willing to listen, that they designed a holistic program that gives you your best chances of healing things naturally. Even things that are plaguing you like enlarged prostates, even prostate cancers, things like that. The foundation of the protocol is going to be your plant-based diet, whole foods plant-based diet. Now, the reason I teach the whole foods plant-based diet is because it has so much evidence behind it, is because there are so many people that have eaten this way and have healed a whole slew of different diseases. You name it, there's people that have been able to heal these diseases by eating the plant-based diet. I also recommend, along with your plant-based diet, to do some raw, fresh juices every day. I recommend carrot juice as your base juice, because the carrot juice has every element in it to rebuild your body from head to toe. And that's including your prostate gland, carrot juice. I recommend everybody have at least 16 ounces of fresh carrot juice every day. You can get a cheap juicer now at Walmart for $60. If you have more money, I recommend you to get a Champion juicer. They're about $300. It looks like a big anvil and it lasts forever. I've had mine for 10 years and it still works as good as it did on day one. So I recommend that if you're hardcore out there and you don't want to go under the knife and you want to give it everything you got. And there's still no guarantees, but with these protocols, I'm telling you, they work really good. Your chances are really good. David Christopher told us that these programs work. They're about 90% effective if you do the work and you eat the plant-based diet, you take the herbs, you do the juicing. So I had to get all that out of the way to say, okay, if I had enlarged prostate and I'm trying things that are not helping, I would immediately go onto a no oil, whole foods, plant-based diet with no oil added, because oil causes inflammation and it causes immune dysfunction. Both of those things are going to keep your prostate sick. One of the main drivers of illness in the human body is inflammation, so we have to get rid of all the inflammatory foods. That's the other reason why the plant-based diet works for most illnesses, is because it is highly anti-inflammatory, because it gets rid of most of your inflammatory foods. I'm also a little bit different. I promote a plant-based diet that is free of gluten. It's a little bit harder diet to follow at first, but the reason I tell people not to eat gluten is because it is highly inflammatory. It is highly inflammatory. And there's different theories about this. Some people say it's because of it's sprayed with Roundup or glyphosate. I don't know if it's true or not. I just know that it inflames people, and it seems that nobody is immune to its effects. So if you're dealing with any kind of disease, I would kick the wheat and all the gluten-containing products to the curb, okay? Because we want to pee again. We want to be able to go to sleep at night and stay asleep. We want to be able to prevent ourselves from getting cut. And look, all of us could face this. But I'm here to guide you, like I guide myself, to give you your best chance. Okay, so there's your foundation, your plant-based diet with no gluten and no oil, and your raw fresh juices every single day. Then I recommend, along with this, to start, I recommend taking the Dr. Christopher's protocol for your prostate. This is along with your diet, because we're looking for a synergistic effect. You're going to take the Dr. Christopher prostate formula, the Dr. Christopher urinary tract formula, and the Dr. Christopher meltonic. And you're going to get the glandular formula oil, and you're going to rub it right between your legs every day for 6 days a week. You're going to take these formulas for 6 days a week, okay, along with your plant-based diet. And then feel free to add any of the other remedies I presented in the series along with this. You could do the apple cider vinegar. I recommend having a whole tablespoon of ground flaxseed every day. That, to me, will go along with a plant-based diet. Not to mention flax seeds have been shown to work as good as a lot of these medications for prostate enlargement. Flax seeds are also good to help stop prostate cancer growth. So, plant-based diet with raw fresh juices. And when I say plant-based diet, I want you eating mostly fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Okay? Raw juices, carrot juice is going to be your base juice. I mean, you can add other juices to it like beets and apples and things like that. But I recommend at least 60 ounces of carrot juice every day. The Dr. Christopher formulas I just mentioned, take those as recommended on the bottle. 6 days out of the week, take the 7th day off from the herbs. And then in addition to that, if you're really battling these problems, you want to do the Dr. Christopher cleansing kit. That's going to be your lower bowel formula, your liver gallbladder formula, your bloodstream formula, and your kidney formula. I recommend doing the extended herbal cleanse. If you want to know more about how to do that, just drop a question in the comments and I can send you their instructions for that. And I think that's a really good, solid program. Of course, make sure you drink plenty of water every day, plenty of clean filtered water. Make sure you get plenty of sleep and plenty of stress relief, okay? All these things are going to work together to calm your immune system down. They're going to calm the inflammation within your body. And the last thing is faith that your body can heal. Your body was designed to heal. It's just that we get in its way with all these inflammatory foods and inflammatory thoughts and all other things that we do. So we go back to a nice healthy routine like this, and we expect our prostate to get better, and for most of you guys it will. Give it time. I'd give it a few months, at least 6 months, you know. If you really believe, I'd give it at least a year. If it takes that long, some people are going to heal faster than others. You can't. I'm not a fortune teller. Some people will heal quickly. Some people it's going to take longer. And of course, I can't guarantee everybody's going to heal because I'm not some con man or anything. Some of you might not heal. This is life. I don't know why. I'm not God. But a lot of you will. So, if you like this video, please like it and share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my page, danthenaturalman.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.